Hello everyone, not a pro gamer here. What's the first thing you find when you search for a tactical RPG? Of course, Triangle Strategy, Valkyria Chronicles, Fire Emblem. These giants dominate almost every review video. But not today. Today, you also won't hear about Tactics Ogre, Final Fantasy Tactics, or Disgaea, and the rest of the well-known crowd. I've got something else for you. A list of tactical RPGs you might have missed. Games that stood out to me because of their style, mechanics, or even just their weird charm. All of them I've played personally, and all of them brought something interesting to the table. Let's dive in. This one's colorful, cheeky, and surprisingly deep. Regalia of Men and Monarchs is a turn-based tactical RPG that combines classic RPG-style combat with kingdom management, character bonding, and plenty of jokes. It's full of personality, especially thanks to great voice acting and humor that pokes fun at fantasy cliches. You meet a diverse cast with unique skills, and party composition becomes part of the fun as you shape different strategies around them. What makes it stand out for me is the tone. It's light, playful, even a bit silly at times, but never shallow. You're not saving the world, you're just trying to keep your castle from falling apart while fending off debt collectors and undead chefs. If you like tactical RPGs but want something that doesn't take itself too seriously, while still offering solid gameplay, Regalia is absolutely worth checking out. Developed by Pixelated Milk, available on PC, Mac, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch.
What? How?
Next game is weird from where it stands out. It's anime girls in revolutionary France speaking Chinese. Banner of the Maid is a tactical RPG set in an alternate history version of 18th century France, where magic and military tactics collide. You play as Pauline Bonaparte, yes, Napoleon's sister, who's reimagined as a rising military officer with mysterious powers tied to the Maid archetype. Terrain, positioning, and formation bonuses matter a lot here, and the campaign is filled with political tension and surprising depth. You're navigating battles, also dealing with revolutionary politics, shifting loyalties, and moral choices. It has the heart of a military drama. All in all, Banner of the Maid is one of those games that looks like a joke on the surface but turns out to be a surprisingly mature tactical experience underneath the anime veneer. It's odd, but in the best way. And once you adjust to the aesthetic, it's a compelling and unique SRPG. Developed by Azure Flame Studio, available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch.
我这屋子也不是借给你白住的，你也要多出点力啊。
Dogs vs. Cats. But make it political. Cross Tales presents a classic fantasy conflict between two anthropomorphic factions, the noble Caninus Kingdom and the spiritual Felis Republic. Gameplay-wise, it's pure comfort food for tactical fans. You've got grid-based movement, directional damage, terrain height effects, and a solid job system with skill tree progression, all familiar but well executed. What I appreciated most was the storytelling. It gives both factions a voice and shows the war from different angles. It's not morally black and white, and the dual perspective helps sell that. I expected fluffy filler. What I got was a respectable tactical campaign with actual emotional weight. This indie SRPG with furry aesthetic definitely deserves a look. Developed by Ridion, available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. This one's from the same developer as Cross Tales, and it brings even more old-school vibes. Mercenary Saga Chronicles bundles 3 earlier games into one collection. It's very by-the-book. Classic grid movement, job promotions, and tactical battles that echo Final Fantasy Tactics. Honestly, the gameplay can feel generic. There's not much innovation, and the battles start to feel familiar fast. You've probably already seen all the core mechanics the game will throw at you. But here's the flip side. That simplicity makes it approachable, even relaxing. Missions are short, story beats are quick, and the flow never drags. You get 3 full campaigns, a lot of content for one package. It may not dazzle veterans, but for genre newcomers or players wanting a low-stress experience, this is a solid pick. Developed by Ridion, available on PC and Switch. Imagine XCOM and Heroes of Might and Magic had a baby, with a sense of humor. That's Fort Triumph. One of those games that makes you ask, why hasn't anyone done this before? Its tactical battles focus on environmental physics. Crush enemies with trees, kick them into obstacles, or chain moves with clever positioning. There's no RNG for hit rates. If you've got line of sight, your attack lands. The tactical combat is actually quite clever. It rewards creative play over brute force. Add to that a basic but effective class system, and you've got plenty of strategic options. Between battles, there's a bit of overworld exploration reminiscent of Heroes of Might and Magic, with resource collection, random events, and base upgrades. If you're looking for something different from the usual sword and sorcery grid game, Fort Triumph is a fun, clever, and surprisingly tactical romp. Developed by Cookie Bite Entertainment. Available on PC, Mac, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. This one flips the script. Literally. Instead of a top-down view, Magic Scroll Tactics plays out like a 2D platformer. You still have turn-based combat, classes, spells, and skill combos, but everything happens on horizontal planes. Class switching, skill management, party planning, everything viewed through a side view lens. It changes the way you approach combat. Flying enemies become more dangerous. Ranged attacks take on new meaning, and pushing someone off a cliff is always satisfying. As a mechanical experiment, it's genuinely interesting. It's the kind of game that won't be for everyone, but if you've played a ton of traditional SRPGs and want to shake things up, Magic Scroll Tactics is worth a look. Developed by Otori Denshi, available on PC and Switch. What do you think? A list of tactical RPGs that don't show up in every top 10 video, but still bring something unique to the table. Which game caught your attention the most? Will you give any of these a try, or maybe you've got your own hidden gem of a tactical RPG to recommend? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this little tour of lesser-known SRPGs, feel free to drop a like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. And remember, you don't need to be a pro gamer to enjoy great games.